and it's lights out and away we go. It's Verstappen ahead of Norris, Perez ahead of Hamilton, and Perez closes off the threat of Hamilton, and into turn one we go. Lock up behind, but Max Verstappen's through safely, as is Norris, Perez, and then comes Bottas and Hamilton, and they're making up places already. Hamilton ahead then of Bottas. Gasly has just dropped back a little bit as well, as towards turn three we go now. Max Verstappen in the lead from Norris, and then Perez, then comes Hamilton, Bottas on the inside of Gasly, Tsunoda on the inside of Stroll, and they look to go through safely the top 10.
Yeah, and Hamilton's putting pressure on Perez, heading down to turn four. Is he going to get it done? He's going to go the long way round. Who's going to get the lacquer downforce as they get in there? And Perez making his car as wide as possible. Bottas just staying in front of Gasly as well.
And we've got a safety car as everything now slows down. He gets to turn three, he's the filling in a sandwich, and Giovinazzi clips his front right. And now we can get away, and they're all trying to hunt for that slipstream, aren't they? And Perez is going to try and go around the outside of Lando Norris. Oh, and they almost touch as Perez has to go wide, and now he's got the upper hand as they make their way towards turn three. Verstappen leads, Norris then in second place. Perez is trying to fight back. Hamilton and Bottas getting involved as well. On the inside, there goes Lando Norris. Bottas has to pull out before he hits Sergio Perez, and the two Mercedes, well, swapping places there. Bottas got himself into a bit of a pickle, but he has come out on top and ahead of his teammate. Sergio Perez now, turn four, trying to go the long way round the outside. His duel continues with Lando Norris as he now goes onto the gravel, and he loses 6 or 7 places as a result of that. That was not what Perez needed. He's down to 10th.
Where was Perez? How much space did he have? Was he running onto the green? He's in there, isn't he? He's definitely in there, but I want to see hard racing.
5-second penalty for Lando Norris for forcing another driver off the track. Lando Norris in second place at the moment, under pressure from Lewis Hamilton going into turn three. He won't have been told about that penalty yet, but he could get the double whammy here on lap 20 of being overtaken by Hamilton and getting a penalty as well, because Hamilton is going to dive down the inside at turn four, and maybe Norris's tyres are going off a little bit because Hamilton had that move done an awful lot earlier than he might have been expecting.
So box, 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 follow Norris. If you box, you're boxing, otherwise stay out.
But of course they have to wait 5 seconds because of that penalty that he picked up for forcing Sergio Perez off the road, and because of that penalty, well, Valtteri Bottas has managed to jump Lando Norris in the pit stops. We're on board now with the Mexican driver. Is he going to try and make a move round the outside at turn four? Here he comes. You can see the Scarlet Ferrari, and they touch, and this time it's Leclerc that goes off into the gravel. Banging wheels, Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc, and Leclerc has lost out big time. Sergio Perez has a 5-second time penalty for forcing another driver off the track. There goes Leclerc out of turn three, got a much better exit than Sergio Perez, and after Perez picked up a 5-second penalty at this corner a few laps ago, Leclerc's going to be going for it again, and Leclerc's going around the outside again, but this time he's not quite close enough, tries to get Perez on the exit. This is going to carry on to turn 5 and 6 as well, because there's nothing to separate these two cars. Round the outside goes Charles Leclerc. You don't overtake there around the outside, and that's why Leclerc goes off into the gravel, and for the second time trying to overtake Sergio Perez, loses ground by heading into the gravel.
Come on, this guy's the get out the way.
Perez has got a 5-second penalty for forcing Charles Leclerc off the track.
So Lewis has damage, do not race it for now, we will review.
That's where Hamilton might have got his damage. You don't want to go across those sausage curbs too often. And here goes Valtteri Bottas on the inside of Lewis Hamilton, moves up into second place. Hamilton doesn't want to lose too much pace here, so doesn't want to slow down because you can see Lando Norris right behind him. Bottas then is free to go off and race into the distance in second place. It's DRS for the Mercedes and for the McLaren. The McLaren's getting closer here, and with a decent exit and a decent run towards Hamilton, turn 4 could get very interesting indeed. Verstappen leads, Bottas is second. This is the battle for the final podium place, and Lando Norris is going to try around the outside. He's almost off the track as he does it, and Lewis Hamilton gets a decent enough exit to keep the McLaren at bay. But here comes Norris again. This time it's the inside at turn 6. Lando Norris has got Lewis Hamilton, and he moves back up into the podium places. Alonso, really good traction out of turn 3. He's a lot closer to George Russell to make the move towards turn 4. Russell will try and defend, but I think he knows that it is a hopeless task because Fernando Alonso could get the move done way before they got to the corner. Carlos Sainz trying to get 6th place. Sainz has been making his way through the field. Oh, he's got the job done on Daniel Ricciardo. Carlos Sainz puts his Ferrari up into 6th place, and that will be very good news indeed for Ferrari in their fight with McLaren in the Constructors' Championship. The Dutch fans have come to Austria to see him win again. They came, they saw, he conquered. Max Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix, and once again, he's crushed the opposition at the Red Bull Ring. It's going to be Valtteri Bottas for Mercedes coming home in 2nd place, and a timely 2nd place finish for a man who likes a podium here in Austria. Lando Norris started on the front row, picks up another podium. That's podium number 4 for Lando Norris. He comes home 3rd ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
There was a bit of an incident on the last lap. I think Vettel getting involved here as well, and Raikkonen and Russell obviously.
Good friends, former teammates, and they might want to have a little chat about that at the end of this race.
I wonder if Raikkonen's just been caught off guard. I don't think Vettel did anything wrong there, to be honest.
No. Max Verstappen and Red Bull have taken it to Mercedes, and they come away from this triple header with now an extended lead in both championships. How crucial will these last 3 races be by the time we get to Abu Dhabi? At the moment, Mercedes don't have the answer to Red Bull and to Max.